We'll be talking about organizational structure and we'll be learning through diagrams in order to understand better all the types that exist and that are on our topic 2.2 from our human resources management book. Chapter. These are some of the key terms that we'll be talking about. The first one that we're seeing right here um, shows the level of hierarchy in um, in an organization. It means that the higher in the pyramid that you are, the more responsibility and authority you have, and the less command. And also, um, the triangle on the left looks like a tool organizational structure, which means that it has many levels of hierarchy, narrow spans of control, limited delegation, and more. The next one we're gonna be looking at is an organization chart by function, and what we can see right here is that it indicates what employees do and who in it also has levels of hierarchy, so from the managing director it goes to the directors, and then it says which employees go under which function. The next one we're going to be looking about, it reflects the span of control and is how many employees are directly under the authority of a particular manager. So as you can see here, for example, in the top bar, one person and two persons are under the control of one person, and then many other employees are under the control of two people. The next one is centralization, and what this means is that the majority of the decisions are made by a small group of individuals in a senior position. So, for example, here the people in finance or the people in production, they're going to make the decisions to then be talked about in the organization. The next one we're going to be looking at is the circular or flat an organizational chart, and what this means is that it has fewer levels of hierarchy. As we can see here, it's more of a circular type, not necessarily a triangle that goes from top to bottom and the levels of hierarchy and all of that. Here, from marketing it goes to sales, to production, to development, and to finance. It means that it has an increased delegation, wider spans of control, and decentralized decision making. A collaborative can also be a part of a flat or organization chart, because as you can see here, there are the sales, the accounting, and the marketing and the production um, groups are working together to develop one thing and based on what the organization needs at the moment. The next one we're going to be looking at is an organization chart by region, and what this means is that there is a president at the top, and then there is a vice president in the different regions where the organization is held, and then there is a lower class of hierarchy in this case that is in charge of other things but is below the vice president of that region. And the next one is a organization chart by product, and what this means is that from the CEO there is different people who are in charge of a certain product, and what they do is that it shows how businesses produces, and they are in charge of the development and sale of one product and the marketing and all of that. And there is several people, so in this case a president, and then a vice president of marketing, a vice president of finance, and all of that, and then there is the employees who are in charge of that. So but it's all dependent on one product. They're all focused on this one product. The next one is an organization chart. I mean a project-based organization, and what it shows is at the top the presidents, and then it shows that a project-based organization have project managers who run teams of employees focusing on individual projects, so they only focus on this project. So as you can see, the director of product, then it goes product manager A, B, C, and then they have a connection with the vice president of design, vice president of finance, and they all work on this product, and they do not usually correlate with another product. The last one we're gonna be talking about is a handy Shamrock organization, and what the person who created this wanted to wanted to suggest was the fact that a business can be more flexible by taking advantage of the external factors and by having a relationship with each other. And what it shows is that this model suggests that a business can reduce costs, gain competitive advantage, and increase response time by training their workforce to retain only a multitask core. So it means that the creation of a product or service can be supported by the core workers, the contractional fringe, and the flexible force.